Hello, this is a Super Anime Turbo review, and today we'll be taking a Super Anime Turbo review of Cardfight Vanguard Volume 1 and also WataMote Volume 3, aka no matter how I look at it, it's your guys' fault that I'm not popular, Volume 3, known as WataMote, and this is a Super Anime Turbo review. So, in May 3rd, 2014, I went to pick up these two new books, and I also got free comic books as well. After the free comic books, I went to pick up these two new books. So I went to pick up the Cardfight Vanguard Volume 1 Special Edition and WataMote Volume 3 for these two new books. So, first, we're going to talk about, first is Cardfight Vanguard Volume 1 by the guy Cardfight Tofu, the guy who created the Yu-Gi-Oh manga series and also the anime series as well. This one's based on the anime series of Cardfight Vanguard. So you have the Cardfight Vanguard Volume 1 in the front, and you also have the Cardfight Vanguard Volume 1 in the side, and you also have the story info in the back. And this guy's name is, let's see. The blue hair guy's name is, Ultra Central. I can't even see. So, inside the book, there is the guards 1, 2, and 3. I forgot to say 0. And there is the play mat. Comes with the edition. And it uses all your Cardfight Vanguards, which is kind of like awesome. And also, there's this thing in the back as well. So, where is it? Oh, they show you the informations about the card fights and other stuff. They show you the how to play Cardfight Vanguards, and also there is in the back there is the trial decks you gotta buy as well, which is kind of like the good book that I really like. So Cardfight Vanguard Volume 1 is about this main character. His name is trying to sound it out. His name is Oxy Senko. That's his name. So he came to this school to learn about history, but he's always daydreaming about like Cardfight Vanguard, and the kids were like, huh? And then after the class session is over, he decided to look inside of his reading book. There was the Buster Blade sword, which is kind of like nice, by the way. Learn all of it, learn all the history, and he says, he. Then this guy wants it. After school went over, he decided to go to the alley and walk home, and then he bumped into him. He said he wants the card. And after that, he said he wants the Buster Blade card. It's real. Then after that, he decided to kick him. Like, he says, shut up. Ugh. And there is some. He said he wants it back. Then after that, he went to the card shop and went to battle this guy. The guy who kicked Shoto's stomach. So after he saw this card, the Buster Blade wants to challenge him. Instead of Buster Blade. And then he says, I will fight you. Then after that, he decides to. Then Shoto says, it's my card. So he went to the card shop. And then the blonde guy says, I win. The battle was over. He says, darn it. He says, after he came to the store, he says, give me my card back, you. Huh? Ichiro. That's right, Ichiro. Until then, this guy came and said, I want to challenge you. Ha! Why you want that? Then he decided to challenge him and teaching him how to play Cardfight Vanguard. And he looked on his deck and he says that I know the guy before. And then he wants to challenge him to a card fight. After they get their card sets, they let the cards begin. And then he teaches him how Cardfight Vanguard is. And so does the beginning of the Cardfight Vanguard, and says stand up the Vanguard. Then he uses first is the gimme, then he uses then Kai uses the uninflex, an index, which is a lizard lord. One of my favorite cards. So they teach him how to play Cardfight Vanguard and all this other stuff. Then battle rages is on. Then he rages up his card first. Then he rages his card second, which is kind of like awesome, by the way. I saw these episodes before the first episode, and I liked it a lot. I learned some Cardfight Vanguard a lot of times. After battle, you know, that the 600 points attach. I'm sorry, my camera's acting strange today. So, anyway, after battling and battle to practice for each and every card fights and all those battles, he says, place your guard and stand here. He says, hehehehe. That's... And he says, this is fun, Kai. Huh, how do you know his name? Kai knew him, or so, when he was a little boy. And he looks at him like he recognized him. Shu saw Kai, and Kai laughed and played Cardfight Vanguard with this kid, which is kind of awesome, by the way. And he knowed him. And he summons the dragon. Dragon Overlord of Vanguard. Ashura was tried to defend himself by destroying the dragon when he summoned the Buster Blade. That's right, he summoned Buster Blade to attack mode. And he lost the game. Kai lost the game to Buster Blade. He says, thank you, Kai. Thanks to you, Kai. Now I learned how to play Cardfight Vanguard. And all of it. Then, that's got true. And he says, shut up. And then, I love the cards. And he says, came at me, sis. And it was over. And Ashura won. He says, I won. This is kind of like the book that I like about Cardfight Vanguard manga. Also, let's check out one of my favorites. My favorite is the Nect. I love that robot so much. This is one of my favorite parts. And also, my favorite part is the, let's see. Here's the finish that says, I lost. And also, my favorite part, that's most funniest parts, if I could just find it. This is one of my favorite parts. When he was thinking about her, she was about the Diamond Knight. Then, she decided to kick him in the face, which is kind of funny, by the way, and this one's my favorite part, too. So, if you really enjoyed Cardfight Vanguard Volume 1, please read it right now. If you guys really have it, I really enjoyed this book. Up next is the WataMote of Volume 3. So you have this in the front, the sides, and even in the back. And she says, and the picture says, hee hee hee, silly me. This is kind of like the nicest thing. So, WataMote 3, Volume 3 is about. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite funny parts right there. And this one's one of my favorites, when she was trying to look for her own desk. Her desk is way up there when she eats her own food. That's right, she had to clean the whole entire desk and she has to eat the food, which is kind of like the awkwards. By the way, it's so funny and it's laughter, and you know, I really do love this part where she was trying to eat her lunch. Oh, after PT, she decided to lay down and eat lunch. Now this is kind of funny. And also, my favorite, funniest part about this book is the maid outfit, which is kind of like nice and funny, and trying to take a picture of herself, which is kind of funny, by the way. And also, my favorite part, when she was trying to make a poster, she cut herself. And then, this is kind of like the funniest part right now. This one's funny, you know, she's scary. Now, this is one of my favorite funny parts of all time. And also, this is one of my favorites, is we start at the cherry blossoms. This is one of my favorite parts. She got this doll, and I am loving it. I am lonely. And also, my favorite, funniest parts is, let's see, I can just find it. It's the train. That's right, she was on the train. After that, she was thinking about that, you know. She was live on the train, and she thinking that somebody's been touching her. And then she was like, blah! And then she thinks about that pervert she's gonna touch her butt. Then she realized that there was the students that touch her butt with this thing here, which is kind of like the most funniest parts of all time, if you know what I'm saying. If I could just find it. Oh, it is the last funniest part. If I could just, funniest part of all time is the pictures, which is kind of like my funniest type. Like, look at this. My favorite, funniest part of all time. I really do love this book, and I enjoyed this. Oh, and by the way, if I could just find this somewhere. Even the bugs get all the action. So this is one of my favorite, funniest parts. Oh, do I got to mention this is the limited edition? Volume 1 special edition of Cardfight Vanguard. I'm going to show this at the other video. So, if you too love these two new books, make a comment down below or subscribe to my channel of YouTube channel / Steven Johnson of the Super Anime Tour Review. And I'm Steven Johnson, and I'm signing out, and peace. And P.S. I am going to fighting game tournaments. I'll go into video game tournaments next month. And this week I'll go into Next Level Arcade. So this is Steven Johnson. I'm signing out. Peace. And stay out of trouble.